One of my biggest tips that I can give to girlies with thin hair just like me is on the day that you're going to have an everything shower day or a deep wash day, and I try and do this at least once a week. And by doing this once a week, it has completely changed the health of my hair, and I stopped doing it for a little bit because life was just super chaotic, but I'm back on the hair oiling game. I use this oil that I made actually. I used to sell them in my shop with a bunch of other salves, but it's just a little bit hard to keep temperature and quality control when you live in a van. So I had 1 or 2 bottles left over from my last shop drop where I pretty much sold all of them, but then kept 2 for myself. But you can use any sort of infused oil. I use grapeseed oil, and grapeseed oil is really good for hair and skin health, but I believe it's really bad for human ingesting, so don't cook with it, don't add it as a replacement oil. But other than that, grapeseed oil is so good for your skin and your hair. So how I made this, I actually have the whole entire herbal healing playlist if you're interested. But this is just grapeseed oil and lavender flower, and essentially grapeseed oil and lavender flower in a jar. And then I have a whole book where I had all of my measurements and recipes that I used for how much I was making. And then I let them infuse for 3 to 6 months. And then you strain out the lavender flower and you have this super delicious homemade oil that is so good for your skin and your hair. I use it for my tattoos to give them a glow, and it's especially awesome in the winter time where I literally need oil for just everything, because I feel like SpongeBob when he went into Sandy's lair and he didn't have his little tube, his little bubble or whatever. But I've only been hair oiling consistently again for the past 2 months, and it has done so much healing for my hair, and I'm hoping that it'll keep my hair nice and luscious, especially because we are doing the winter season in Colorado and it's dry here. And I did put just a little bit on, just one hand wipe over it, and then put it in a bun last night. So it was sitting all night. And then I did a little bit this morning, just a little bit. And now, since I'm packing to go to the rec center, I am putting in an extra amount so that it can really coat and soak into my hair. And then I will wash it out whenever I get to the rec center. I'm really excited to see the results of hair oiling again, because I don't feel as if I need it as much in Florida, but I definitely need it on this side of the world. If you have any other winter hair tips for super fine hair, please drop them below. I would love